Good afternoon, sir.
So today we are going to deal with linear programming. Okay. Uh, so is it visible to all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
see, as far as linear programming is concerned, see, in each field of human life, a principle in fashion is to get maximum profit from limited and definite resources that are available. See, as far as youth is concerned, see, youth is very much well familiar with current trend which is called fashion. So, in this fashion also, the main motto is that to get a maximum profit. See here, we are discussing about a company or organization point of view. To get maximum profit from limited and definite resources that are available. It means that if the moment you are utilizing your available resources properly, the thing is that wastage will be automatic minimize. And if you minimize your wastage, then definitely you automatically increase the proper utilization. Okay. So sometime it is necessary to use the mathematical technique to obtain best result in individual life, in any trade or industry. See, we all are familiar regarding sequencing. Okay. Suppose I am talking about teaching a kid. Okay. So there is a sequence. First, you should enter in nursery, then KG1, then KG2, then class 1. In same way, there is a sequence in industry or trade. First, there is the availability of raw material. So, while using man, you should process this raw material into process, and then at the end of time, there is the output in form of completing the product. So somehow we have to use mathematics in trade or industry. So meaning, now what is the meaning of linear programming? The method which is used to obtain best solution of deceived problem in product. It's called linear programming. See, in our daily life, still there is n number of problem comes in surroundings. So we should think upon the solution. ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम तो लाइफ में बहुत सारी है, बट उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या हो सकता है? इन सेम वे द सेम थिंग व्हिच इज हैपन इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और इंस्टीट्यूशन, the method which is used to obtain best solution. See, although you are having some solution in your hand, but the available solution, which one is best solution? Solution of this deceived problem in product, it's called linear programming. So ये linear programming here, best solution means least cost of production. Okay. Here the meaning of cost is somehow related with cost of production, minimize cost of production. And if you minimize, there is a inversely relationship between cost and profit. If you increase the cost, profit will be minimized, and if you are interested to maximize profit, cut down the cost. The least cost of production and maximum profit, keeping in the mind the rules of demand and supply and the alternative uses of the resources if possible. Okay, what are the alternative uses which is available in our hand? Okay, so to understand the meaning of linear programming, it is necessary to consider the concept of two words. First point is linear and second point is programming. Okay, so linear means what? The word linear stands for indicating that all relationships involved in a particular problem are of degree 1, that is linear. For example, y equals to ax plus b. Y equals to ax plus b is a linear equation, or the relation between the variable x and y. So the word linear stands for indicating that our relationship involves in particular problem. For example, ax plus b, y equals to x plus b is a linear equation, or the relationship between the variable x and y is linear. In linear programming, y equals to ax plus b is also called homogeneous function of degree. Homogeneous function of degree. And that second term, which is programming. The concept of the word programming is that the optimum solution, the optimal solution of the problem is obtained under a system which has a definite plan and is based on mathematical techniques. Thus we can say, okay, so it means programming optimum solution. What is your optimal solution of the problem obtained under a system which has a definite plan? There should be some plan in your hand and is based on mathematical technique. The plan which is based on mathematical technique. So while using mathematical technique, you can easily solve the problem which is occur in front of you. So definition, see, linear programming is a mathematical technique, as I already told that there is a mathematical, technique like an equation, for example, y equals to ax plus b, which is used to determine the optimal allocation of the limited resources among the competitive activities. In nowadays there is no monopoly, so you have to face competitive activities. There are n number of players, those who are your competitor. So you should involve in fair competition. Competitive activities provided all the relations between all variables are linear represented. Okay. See, represented means in crowd there is some sample, those who represent the particular crowd, which is called representation, in the form of linear simultaneous equation or inequalities not equal. In simple words, linear programming is a mathematical technique to study maximization or minimization. Okay. In simple word, linear programming is a mathematical technique to study maximization or minimization, and which optimum solution, best solution are obtained for the problem. If you are having any problem, if you are having any uh, difficult or adverse situation, you have to find out what are the ways which are available to overcome the situation, and you should opt the best one which gives you some sort of proper utilization of available resources. Okay. See, there is classification of linear programming problem like product line problems. As name suggests that there is a line, product line problem. Product line problem. Product line problems. See, product line problems, production scheduling problem, production allocation problems, production planning problems, production mix problems, diet problems, trim loss problems, transportation problems. So let's see one by one. See, there is a production problem. First problem is product line problem. A manufacturer, two products in organization. See, there are a number of products. Suppose there are two products like P1 and P2. With the help of two machines, again there are two machines, M1, M2. So manufacturing of one unit of P1 requires 1 hours on machine. ठीक है, तो 1 घंटे लगते हैं. ठीक है, M1 and 3 hours on machine M2. M1 मशीन को 1 घंटे लग रहे थे, M2 मशीन को 3 hours लग रहे. ठीक है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ 1 यूनिट of P2 requires 2 hours in each machine. If the profit on each unit of P1 and P2 respectively is rupees 60 and 50, and the machine M1 is available for 14 hours, for 40 hours, 40 hours in a week, and machine M2 is available for 60 hours in a week. तो फर्स्ट वाली मशीन 1 वीक यानी 1 वीक में 40 आवर्स अवेलेबल है, वेयर एज जो सेकंड मशीन है M2 वो 1 वीक में 60 आवर्स अवेलेबल है, 60 घंटे. ठीक है, देन हाउ मेनी यूनिट ऑफ ईच प्रोडक्ट should be manufactured to get the maximum profit. ठीक है, so this is production problem. ठीक है, product line problem and production problem. So if you are having two machines in your hand and there are again two products, while using this machine you made some units and this unit requires some hours. ठीक है, like 60 hours, 50 hours in a week, or particular वीक्स में इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल रहती है, डिपेंड करता है, पर डे भी हो सकता है, ठीक है। तो दिस इज प्रॉब्लम. So these sort of problems solved by linear programming. Okay. Then next problem which is related to product mix problem. So product like toy. If there is a toy, okay, a toy company manufactures, जो खिलौने बनाने वाली कंपनी है, two types of dolls, a basic version doll A and a deluxe version doll B. Each doll of type B takes twice as long to produce as one of type A, and the company could have a time to make a maximum of 2000 per day if procedure only the basic version. The supply of plastic is sufficient to produce 1500 dolls per day, both A and B combined. The deluxe version requires a fancy dress, of which there are only 600 per day available. If the company makes profit of ₹3 and ₹5 per doll respectively on doll A and B, how many each should be produced per day in order to maximize profit? So again, there is a company who made doll. Definitely, if you made some sort of deluxe or precious item, it takes much time and your production will be ultimately goes down. So how you can reach your demand, how you fulfill your demand? So this is again problem, and you should also think about your profit, which sort of production schedule provide you how much profit. Then see diet problem. The daily requirement of 3 vitamins A, B and C patient in 5 mg vitamin A, 20 mg vitamin B and 15 mg vitamin C respectively. These vitamins are available in a mango, in an orange and in an apple as follows. From a mango, 0.5 mg of A, 1 mg of B, 1 mg of C. From an orange, 0.5 mg of B, 3 mg of C. From an apple, 0.5 mg of A, 3 mg of B, 1 mg of C. The price of a mango and orange and apple is rupees 0.59, 0.25 and 0.40 respectively. So how much each of these fruits are to be purchased to fulfill the requirements to the patient at a minimum cost? Again, there is a situation or there is a case which you have to solve while opting linear program. Now, and in same way there is a transportation problem. See, we all are familiar nowadays. Vegetables are very costly. One of the reason is that ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. ठीक है, बाहर से जो वेजिटेबल्स है वो नहीं आ रहे, दैट्स व्हाई जो सब्जियां हैं वो कॉस्टली होते जा रहे. ठीक है, अ कंपनी सप्लाइज इट्स प्रोड्यूस फ्रॉम 4 स्टोर्स P1, P2, P3, P4 to 3 markets M1, M2, M3. The quantity available at these stores is A1, A2, A3, A4 respectively. The demand of markets is B1, B2, B3 respectively. Let A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 equals to B1 plus B2 plus B3. CIJ, cost of transportation of 1 unit from stores, that is to market JI equals to 1, 2, 3 and 4 and J equals to 1, 2 and 3. The problem is to make a plan of sending the procedure from stores to market at minimum cost. So this is classification of linear programming problems. There are different problems regarding related with product line problem, production scheduling problem, product allocation problem, production planning problem, production mix problem, diet problems, trim loss problems, and transportation problems. Okay. So mathematically, form of linear programming problem while taking decision. Okay, maximizing means z equals to C1 x1 plus C2 x2, like this. Okay. So formation of linear programming problem. How to formation of linear programming problem. ये यहाँ से थोड़ा सा अपना स्टार्ट हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो इसको थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिएगा आप लोग. ठीक है, तो see there is a procedure to formation of linear programming problem. First point is that first of all, most important thing is that to solve a problem by linear programming technique, it is necessary to write it in the model form. Model, see there is a model. स्कूल में भी हम बहुत सारे मॉडल बनाते थे. ठीक है, if there is a problem of water, so water harvesting model, like that. There is a n number of model which is also called mathematical form. Okay, so to represent a linear programming problem, in a mathematical form using various symbols and mathematical tools, okay, is known as formulation of a linear programming problem. The formulation of a linear programming problem is essential to have effective use and application. Effective use and application of its techniques. Okay. So while this you complete done your formation linear programming problem. So here the first step is, while formulating a linear programming problem, we proceed as follows. First point is, first step, which is determine, yeah, it means maximization or minimization. Maximization or minimization on the basis of the given information. The situation which is already given in the question, according to this, maximize or minimize. Okay, this is first step, determine maximization or minimize on the basis of the given informations. Then second point is identify the variables. Identify the variables whose values are to be found out and assign them the symbols like x, y, or x1, x2, etc. So identify the variable. How many variables are there? Maybe there are 2 variables, maybe there are 3 variables. Okay, so it depends on the availability of information which is given in question. Okay, so variable like x, y, and maybe there is a z also. In same way, x1, x2, and maybe there is a x3 also. Then third step is express the object function as a linear function of decision variables. Okay, express the objective function as a linear function of decision variables. What is your objective? Okay, so there is a objective function as a linear function of decision variable. The next point, express the constraints as linear equation and inequalities in terms of decision variables. Express the constraint as linear equation and inequalities. It means inequalities means less than, greater than, equals to, not equals to, like inequalities in terms of decision variables. Okay, then write the non-negative conditions. What are the non-negative conditions which are available in question? In the and write object function. linear constraints and non-negatively conditions together to form a model of linear programming problem. Okay, so बहुत थ्योरी बोल दिए but क्या कर सकते हैं. Okay, see, there is a question. So write down all of you. There is a question. A company manufactures two types of bulbs. Write down all of you. A company manufactures two types of bulbs, A and B, by using two machines, M1 and M2. A company manufactures two types of bulbs, A and B, by using two machines, M1 and M2. One bulb of type A requires 2 hours at machine M1 and 1 hours at machine M2. One bulb of type B requires 1 hours at machine M1 and 2 hours at machine M2. The profit contribution from each bulb of type A is 3, and from each bulb of type B is 2. The number of hours available per week on machine M1 and M2 are 20 hours and 30 hours respectively. Formulate the above problem. Formulate the above problem as a linear programming problem, which is also called LPP, linear programming problem. The aim of the company is to earn maximum profit. Okay. See, there are two variables. So read this question and try to understand the things. If you will get the things, then it's good. If do not understand, I will explain tomorrow. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
I
Okay,
know,
sir.
I know that today class is little bit boring, but still we should try to understand the concept of linear programming. And the moment we will start our practical problem, definitely you all can easily understand and easily solve the problem. Okay. So you wait for some time. Okay then. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you, sir.